want smoke, no. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, though. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, though. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, though. You don't want. Call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard from your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curve, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? In the field like yeah. All day like yeah.
Coach, the usual sea of red here in this venerable stadium has been turned white as we are high above snowy Arrowhead Stadium in KC. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard
line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, switch gears. Back. Check nine. Watch the wheel.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10.
Check 52.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go. Here we go. Hey, check 24. 6 guy. Check 6 guy. Jim. Check the backer. Check.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's second and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 41-yard line.
I got you. Tighten up. Shit. Cover. Check 52's the mic.
From the 41, Jones over the middle. That's caught by Adams. And he gets it 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 17-yard line. And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football.
And he fumbles fumbled it. It's on the ground and picked up by the Chargers. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Whenever we call a game that's in the snow, we have to focus a little bit more, trying to make sure we've got the right numbers on players that we're calling, right? The right guys in the game. Think about the guys on the field. Their focus has to really increase as well because so many things coming at you, you got to make sure that you're really locked in on taking care of the ball.
Or if you don't, you cough it up like they did right there.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check nickel.
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here's Taylor. He's airing it out for Williams. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Watch out for Hill on the return. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
Check, check. Lucky. Check. 81. Crouch. Check. Alert flag.
A run with Josh Adams, the Eagles' leading rusher as a rookie last year. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Now Benjamin. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A toss play, Gordon. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play, that's a -4. We're scoreless after one. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they face a difficult 3rd and 12 coming up. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. He's got a man. It's Williams. That one good for 24 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Now Gordon on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Taylor looking deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. 36 yards on the play. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. Call it a gain of 9 there, and it puts him in better shape here for 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. They'll sneak it with Taylor, and he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Tyrod Taylor with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 29, 2 short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in there. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for L.A. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Check 4, check 4. Hey, you got tape. You got tape.
From the pistol, they run with Gordon. And he's got some space here. There goes Melvin Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Mike, 58, right there. Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Close, close. 58 to Mike.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Check 43.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Check 13.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing, and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And the Chargers first down.
Mike.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
54 is the Mike. 44 is the Mike.
Now Taylor on first down. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing again, it's Taylor. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
You can't stop me.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback. Check it out, Reed. 44.
Play action. Now Taylor. He sets to fire deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Room here to run. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take the ball in the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up second and 4 at the Chargers' 40-yard line.
Hey, look 3. Go. Check 25. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Showing up.
On second down, it's Cohen. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. Robert Kimdichie, the one to bring him down. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the second time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25, and 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's just me and you. Check 15. Check. Switch.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. Now the wolf. 50. And watch that. And watch the block. Minus 50.
Play action. It's Taylor. Henry's got it out on the left side. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, and they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
They'll try to sneak with Taylor. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. This time Taylor will throw. On the move to his left. Letting one go. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Come on.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. That's it. Let it go.
Here's a carry for the fullback. That's Anthony Sherman.
It's run, fellas, it's run.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Chargers' 27-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Jones forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Jones now on 3rd and 2. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Davante Adams with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents. An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Taylor. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know If they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Chiefs take
Let's go.
over
Do
first
it.
and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jones throwing again. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position.
Third down.
Down. 70 ending. 58. Come on. I'm coming. Not 7. 58. Right over there. Right over there. Yeah.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. The left side throw complete to Adams. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. KC last year on 4th down, 12 of 15, third best in the league, and they're going again.
58, boy. 58. 58. Mike. Hey, let's get in that holes.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. He is going to find Hill here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Check.
First down, a run with Cohen. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Hey, you don't want to see me.
Throwing, Jones. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jones operating from the gun. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the Chargers' 48-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Jones. And he slings one that's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Jones now going to throw again. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
31's the mic. I'm coming. I'm coming. 31's the mic.
In your face.
31's the mic.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce. His 6th touchdown of the season, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Set up.
Here's Taylor. Going for the deep ball. This is caught at the 20. A big play there for L.A. 45 yards.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check three.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Badgley able to punch this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
Ready? Go to base. Let's go. You can't block me. You can't block me. 58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. What? Go.
They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
It's now fourth down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. On 4th down, Jones. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it looks like the Chargers are going to win this thing.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you, these division games, never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay
sweat
with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for our visitors, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, we'll have to see what happens as they're going to finish the year 10-6. And as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the wild card round. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.